The presidential inauguration isn't the only one happening. It's Prospector Show on Rock 107. And Kate, you may not know this, but I recently signed a new contract, so it's time for me to be inaugurated. Can you swear me in? Are you good with that?
Sure, Prospector. Repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Prospector,
Do solemnly swear on this microphone that I will faithfully serve as the voice of chaos, comedy, and classic rock on Rock 107.
do solemnly swear on this microphone that I will faithfully serve as the voice of chaos, comedy, and classic rock on Rock 107.
I vow to uphold the sacred traditions of the airwaves, delivering the loudest music, the sharpest rants, and the most questionable morning decisions.
I vow to uphold the sacred traditions of the airwaves, delivering the loudest music, the sharpest rants, and the most questionable morning decisions.
I promise to keep classic rock alive, mornings wild, and yam bags humbled. Thank you for putting your trust in me, or at least for tolerating me. Rock on.
I promise to keep classic rock alive, mornings wild, and yam bags humbled. Thank you for putting your trust in me, or at least tolerating me. Rock on.
Congratulations.
Today, I stand before you, not just as Prospector, but as the overlord of morning radio on Rock 107. A role I've kept through years of ranting and raving. And, of course, dodging trick-or-treaters by locking all my gates. First and foremost, let's address the burning question. Am I a jerk? Well, look, I'm hating outdoor dining, preferring the comfort of four walls, and sometimes telling people what they need to be told in the moment makes me a jerk. Then so be it. As your morning maestro, I pledge to bring you the finest classic rock lullabies to soothe your weary souls, followed by prank calls that even your grandmother would chuckle at. And let's not forget the yam bag of the day, because there's always someone out there deserving of that title. To my fellow Northeastern Pennsylvanians, I promise to keep our mornings loud, our coffee strong, and our yam bags in check. Together we'll navigate the ride to work and the airwaves one rant at a time. Thank you. And remember, if you're not laughing, you're probably the yam bag I'm talking about.
It's time for Prospector's Briefs on Rock 107.
Someone made a fake trailer for The Godfather 4 starring Sylvester Stallone. I'd love to see that. Sly as the Godfather making someone an offer they can't understand. The Justice Department is suing Walgreens for filling out millions of unlawful opioid prescriptions. Turns out it was easier to get OxyContin there than to find an employee to unlock the caged-up deodorant. Kevin Costner says he's not dating anyone. Right now his home is as empty as the theater showing Horizon.
Making sure breaking news stays broken. Tune in tomorrow for Prospector's Briefs on Rock 107.
It's time to have a little fun on the phones. Good morning. I'm Rock 107's Prospector. And today we're going to be calling a woman named Christina Harris who teaches 5th grade. And we're going to see if we can bring in an anti-drug program to the school where we play kazoos and have fun and give them the anti-drug message. I don't think she's going to go for it. It's another Prospector prank call on Rock 107.
Miss Harris?
Is this Christina Harris?
Yeah, how can I help you?
Okay, you teach 5th grade, right?
I do.
Okay, my name's Rick Lancaster, and I have a group where we travel from school to school, and we do a presentation. It's an anti-drug message to elementary school kids like 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, things like that.
Okay.
Yeah, have you ever had anyone come to your school and do that kind of thing yet?
Not quite that, but some similar things. You know, we definitely mention, for the kids to avoid such behaviors.
Right. So what we thought we would do is make it kind of fun, a fun thing, because you don't want it to be too heavy for them. And we use music to promote an anti-drug message, and our group is called the Kazunatics.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So is that something maybe I could come and do for you?
I'll have to check with administration.
Okay.
I think it would get the kids' attention, but I have to just run it through my boss.
Oh, okay. Now, why is that, though?
Just to make sure that it's approved by the district and, the certain things for kids for safety.
Okay, well, can I give you some of my presentation so you can kind of tell them about what it is?
Sure.
Okay, here's what it is. We have kazoos. We're the Kazunatics. Right? Simple.
Okay.
It's fun.
Yeah.
So, we'll tell the kids, hey, your life won't be long if you're tapping that bong. Yeah, stuff like that.
I get it, but I think that I like the humor in it. The kids will probably like it a lot. But
right, Kazunatics.
I'll have to get back to you.
Okay.
I can't say yes on the spot. I have to just make sure that it's
okay,
approved.
what's the matter?
You said you like it, though.
Well, I think it's kind of funny, but I'm worried that it would kind of make the kids
Okay.
more interested in drugs.
How's that going to make the kids more interested?
I mean, I don't know. The kids like jokes. They might think it's like fun.
So look, it's just going to take like 45 minutes.
Okay, well, let me just check with admin and.
Is it the presentation? Is that why I can't get a yes?
Yeah, it just makes me a little nervous, but I can't make the ultimate decision. So I'll pass this message on.
So unfortunately, like go end up in jail. That's how it'll go when you're doing that blow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's just going to be a little bit extreme for sixth graders.
What? You don't think like they know all about it? Like what about Scarface? You don't think sixth graders have seen Scarface? Say hello to my little friend.
Well, let me just get a hold of admin.
Okay, you don't want. So you're telling me it's a no for Kazunatics, right?
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. At this point, yeah. Yeah.
So you're blowing me off completely.
Yeah. Have a good day.
Okay, so you don't want the kids to have.
I've gotta go.
Oh, okay, wait. Can I just say one more thing, please? One more thing.
Yeah, fine.
What if I told you that this is a joke and you're on the radio right now?
Well, wait. What?
It's a joke. Yeah, you're on Rock 107. This isn't real.
God.
It's a prank call.
Thank goodness. You had me worried. Oh, my gosh.
It's the Kazunatics. It's a Prospector prank call.
I was so worried for my kids.
Why is that?
Because they're sixth graders. This is hilarious. Oh, my God.
It's a double layer just to walk to the bathroom kind of morning. Cold in Northeast PA. It's Prospector Show on Rock 107. Good morning. I'm Prospector.
Good morning. I'm Kate. NEPA is dealing with some serious cold weather right now. So USA Today put together a list of 6 things you shouldn't leave in your car when it's below freezing out.
I cannot wait to hear these. And I think most of them are going to be kind of new that.
Number 1, aerosol cans. They can explode if they get too cold.
So I can't leave a Axe body spray in the car without playing a game of Frosty Russian roulette? Like, imagine explaining that to the insurance guy. Oh, yeah, can the car be your total because my Febreze went nuclear?
Number 2, canned food. It can make the food inside expand and cause tiny cracks where bacteria gets in. The USDA says to toss any canned food that swells up from freezing. Even if it doesn't, they suggest tossing it just to be safe.
Oh, sorry, Campbell's Chicken Noodle. Didn't realize you were so delicate.
Number 3, eggs. Don't leave them in the car after you get groceries. If they freeze, the shells crack, and they're not safe to eat.
All right, first of all, if you're leaving eggs in your car in the winter, you're already living too close to the edge. Second of all, if you've seen the price of eggs, they're way too valuable to leave in a car. Somebody's going to jack those. Get them out of there.
Number 4, electronics. Things like phones, computers, and tablets don't work well if they get too cold, and it can also damage the screen. And condensation can form inside the device when it warms back up, causing it to short circuit.
Yeah, that's not good. What are they, divas? Oh, I can't function. It's below freezing. And then they tell you condensation forms inside. Really? So my phone's over here crying like, I'm fogging up inside. It's too much.
Number 5, medication. Some meds like insulin become unstable if they get too cold. When in doubt, toss frozen meds or ask a pharmacist.
Oh, your blood sugar's low? Sorry, your insulin turned into a snow cone. Good luck now.
And number 6, loved ones. Kids, pets, and seniors are more vulnerable to the cold weather. So even short amounts of time in freezing cars can be dangerous.
Thanks for the heads up, USA Today, because I was about to run into the Target for 3 hours and leave Grandma in the back seat with the dog, who's thinking, oh, you know what? Spot loves the cold. He's a Siberian Husky mix, I think. We take care of these things. I know these things. Here's the thing. If you need this list, you shouldn't even have a car. You're one bad decision away from ending up on the Yam Bag of the Day here on Rock 107.
What a jerk. Help Prospector learn from his mistakes. It's time for Am I a Jerk on Rock 107.
All right, you tell me if I'm a jerk. Here's the situation. The other day, my wife had to be fingerprinted. Now, she wasn't put in custody. It's not a cop thing. This is for her job. So we go to the place for her to do it for her work, and it's a long line. A long line. And we're standing there for a while. What seems like an eternity, and then finally it hits me. Somebody somewhere else has to do this. So I pull out the iPhone, I search the interwebs, and bang, there's another place. I'm like, all right, Eddie, here's the plan. I just found another place. We're going to go there, and we're going to beat all these people who are waiting in line. We start to walk out, and everybody's like, "Oh, you found another place?" Like the whisper started. Did they find another place? I think they found another place. Somebody finally asked me, "Oh, you found another place? Where are you going?" I'm like, "I can't tell you." "No, really, where are you going?" I'm like, "If I tell you, that defeats the purpose." So now I walk out the door to a chorus of yelling and screaming names that we can't mention here on the radio, except possibly this one, jerk. So I ask you, does that make me a jerk?
I'm saying no, Prospector. They could have done the same thing. You were just smart enough to think about it first.
Nobody tied their hands. That's because I'm really, really smart. It's just that simple. So I'm also a genius, but am I a jerk? Let's find out. What are we saying on social media here?
Bob on your Facebook said, I find that smart, and I would have done the same thing. These other people could have done it too.
That's right. Nobody told them you can't do this stuff. I just thought of it before they did. On to the rock lines. Rock 107, me not opening my trap about where I'm going. Does that make me a jerk?
Well, I think you're a jerk saying it's too loud in the line when people hear you.
Well,
Otherwise, no, I would have did the same thing.
So basically, I got to learn to keep it down a little bit.
Yeah, don't be telling people. Just say common sense.
All right, so next time I'll just have to whisper in my wife's ear. Maybe text her.
I was going to say, you keep it quiet?
Yeah, a little tough for me on there.
Chrissy on your Twitter said, I need one for work, so if you share the info with me, I'll say you're not a jerk.
Oh, look at her trying to bribe me.
Buttering you up.
I'll DM her.
Michael on your Instagram said, that makes you smarter than the average bear.
A nice little Yogi reference, and yes, I am smarter than the average bear. I don't know if I'm smarter than any human, but I'm smarter than the average bear. I might be a jerk, though. We're looking for you to find out. Rock 107.
If one of them words was stupid, I think most of them people in the line must have been. Otherwise, they'd have thought of it, too.
So you're saying I'm okay with that move?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Another one on the rock lines. Rock 107, am I a jerk?
You do makes you a jerk. The fact that you're a jerk makes you a jerk.
So you're saying I'm a jerk, but not because of this?
Right.
All right.
Just in general.
Just doesn't like me, and that's okay, too. I'm fine with that.
Rick from your Instagram said, it's funny, but if I was waiting in that line, yeah, you'd be a jerk.
Okay. Wait, that's too much for him, I guess. That's a bridge too far. Got one on the rock lines. Text it in. No way, Prospector. You're not a jerk. You're darn near Einstein level.
All right.
This is the validation I need.
Okay.
I've been saying this for years, how smart I am.
To make matters worse, Gerard said, maybe a jerk, but a smart one.
There you go. I'll take it. I'm all about that stuff. Let's hit up the rock lines here. Rock 107, am I a jerk?
You really don't have to worry about the other people in line. But did you actually leave line to go to that other place right then and there?
Yep.
Okay, how long did that take?
It took about 8 minutes to get to the place, and there was no line, so we're out of there in another 3 or 4.
Okay, then you took full advantage. Now, if it took you an hour to get some other place and took longer than just waiting in line,
yeah, then
that would have been a jerk to your wife.
Well, I'm not dumb enough to drive to Binghamton just to go and do this. You know what I mean? I could do a cost-risk analysis in my head or a CBA. I'll go, let's see, that's 45 minutes. And I obviously wouldn't have gone that far. But I get what you're saying, dude.
You never know with you.
Stop.
And Kevin on our TikTok said, not a jerk. What the hell, man? You got to figure out life out for everyone else now?
That's right. I barely got my own together now. Now I got to figure out your life. Trust me, you don't need that kind of help. In the question today of am I a jerk for standing there in a long line to get fingerprinted, to get my wife fingerprinted for her work, and then finally deciding to search the internet, finding another place, leaving there, and as I'm leaving, people are asking where I'm going. I wouldn't tell them. Does that make me a jerk? According to you, Northeast PA, the answer, overwhelmingly, no. I am not a jerk.
Life's pretty tough right now. There's plenty of bad news, but it's not all bad. It's time for the brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107.
An aquarium in Japan closed for renovations last month, and employees noticed a massive sunfish wasn't doing so well. It stopped eating, it seemed sick. Turned out it was just lonely. Someone suggested it might miss seeing people come by for visits, so employees put a bunch of cardboard cutouts next to the tank, and it's doing much better now.
Thanks. We needed that. The brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107.
It's now time to announce the winner of Prospector's Jam Bag of the Day, as decided by you at rock107.com.
We uncover the most baffling, ridiculous, pathetic, cockeyed, laughable, preposterous blunders in the world of misdeeds. Nominee number 1.
Have you ever done something you've immediately regretted? A 40-year-old man from Hungary is lucky to be alive after clinging to the side of a bullet train for 20 miles. It was zipping through Germany last week and had a scheduled stop halfway between Munich and Nuremberg. He stepped off the train to smoke a cigarette and didn't get back on before they closed the doors. He saw it leaving, so he jumped onto a bracket connecting two of the train cars, then held on for dear life as it hit 175 miles an hour. Somebody saw him. Officials stopped the train. He said he did it because his luggage was on board and he didn't want to be separated from it. He's facing charges for an act of disruption to operations. He also didn't have a ticket, so he boarded it illegally in more ways than one.
Nominee number 2.
This seems like one of the most mean-spirited things you can do. A Florida man is behind bars after he was caught trying to rob an elderly woman at a gas station. A man deputies identified as Diego Tavares Fleury approached an 83-year-old woman, Ruth Monroe, and tried to take her money. She stepped back and hid her lottery tickets, scared of Fleury's moves. At that point, a gas station manager stepped outside to stop the fight. "I'm 83 and I've never been punched before," Monroe told local TV crews. Fleury stole Monroe's winnings, which were about $200, and got away. Authorities caught up with him the next day and took him into custody. He's charged with robbery, sudden snatching, and battery on a person 65 years of age or older.
And the winner is
the guy who attacked an 83-year-old woman for her $200 lottery winnings. You're the Yam Bag of the Day, and we'll move on to Friday's Yam Bag of the Week competition. Keep it here for all the nominees for Prospector's Yam Bag of the Day, right here on Rock 107.
Thanks for listening to Prospector's Prime Cuts podcast. Be sure to catch us live weekdays from 5:30 to 10 a.m. on Rock 107 or online at rock107.com or the Rock 107 app, a free download for your Android or iPhone. Subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, or wherever you get your podcasts so you never miss Prospector's Prime Cuts.